So you want to get into reading this year, but you don't want to break the bank. I spent the last 8 months looking for the best and legal places that you can find books completely for free. Hundreds of books in my Kindle later, you can access free books today, including books by really popular authors. And I promise the first place I'm going to tell you about is one that you've never heard of or even thought of. Hey, I'm Leish, aka Monster Romance Girl, and welcome back to my channel. I make videos all about teaching people that it's really important to read as they get older, and also it's a lot easier than you think. Starting off with the one that I promise you haven't thought of, and maybe you haven't even done, that's signing up for author newsletters. I've received bonus short stories, novellas, and even ARC opportunities from these authors, just because I subscribe to their email list. And you might be wondering, what is in it for the authors? Well, for a lot of them, they're actually interested in receiving reviews on books before they get published, so they want you to read it, and if they know that you're a fan, you'll more than likely enjoy the story as well. So they just want to get their reviews bumping, get their book looking good on Amazon for when they launch. Next up is one that you've probably heard of, and that's Stuff Your Kindle Day. If you follow me on TikTok, you've definitely heard me talk about it before, and that's where I actually publish a lot of my recommendations too. The most recent one, I was able to get about 15 or so monster romance books, and that's pretty rare, and from super popular authors as well. It's a promotional day every few months when a bunch of authors come together and offer some of their books for free. I've even seen books that I've rated 5 stars available. Now, one of the places that you can access this pretty frequently is Romance for Bookworms. You can just Google that and it'll pop up for you right away. Next up is NetGalley. It's a platform that readers utilize to be able to access advanced reader copies of books. And this is often run by the authors themselves if they're indie or their publishing company. This is done similarly to what I mentioned before with a lot of the authors in the newsletter, so that their books can actually receive a lot of reviews in advance if this is offered close to the publishing date, or if it's offered pretty far away from the publishing date. This could be offered so that readers can check it out for sensitivity purposes, or even just like grammatical errors or flow of the story and provide their feedback. Next up is probably my favorite on the list, and it is Libby. Libby is a free library app that you can utilize on your phone. There are a few other apps like this too, like Hoopla for instance. All you have to do is utilize your library card, and you can actually register for your local library on Libby. Your local public library may have an entire selection of audiobooks and ebooks, magazines, comics, whatever it is that you're looking for, it's probably on there. Only thing that I'll have to say is you will have to consider the fact that many other people might be interested in the popular books that you want to. So you'll probably have to put it on hold, and you have to be a bit patient and flexible and willing to snatch up that hold when it becomes available on the app. I am just yapping away. Quick note about NetGalley is while there are a lot of popular authors on the platform and as well highly anticipated books available on there, if you're just getting started on NetGalley, you're more than likely not going to be able to check those out. The reason being that those books are often available to people who have a high score or net rating on NetGalley, because of course if somebody is offered 100 ARCs and only reports on 2 of them, kind of a waste of the time for the publishers and the authors themselves. So you have to work your way up to be able to be offered books for somebody super popular like an Emily Henry, for instance. Now, this is a bit of a 2-in-1 situation. I promise I'm not cheating, but I'll explain why. If you actually Google Kobo free books today, you will see a bunch of books from Kobo that are available completely for free. I will say this is a very limited collection of books that are usually made available on Kobo. I haven't found very many that I was super interested in, but I have checked once a week or so, and I've been able to maybe download about 10 to 20 books that I was interested in checking out a little bit later. I wasn't on there just like finding gold. Subscribe to Kobo's newsletter and you'll find a few books on there that you might really be interested in. The reason why I mentioned it was 2 for 1 is because you can do the exact same for Kindle. If you Google free Kindle books now, you will actually see the top hyperlink at the page that says free Kindle books today. Click on that, boom. All of the free books that you're interested in are available right there. A bunch of books are made for free on there daily. You can actually check out a detailed tutorial on my TikTok account. Now, this is a bit of a excavation kind of situation. You will have to dig to find interesting books. I really recommend that you sort by the genre you enjoy, sort by a higher star rating, and then dive in, because you'll find some very interesting books on there for sure. What if you don't want to go searching and just have all of these books come straight to you, maybe to your email inbox? The next few suggestions are exactly that, but before I get into it, please hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that like button if you're enjoying this video so far. The next place where you'll be able to find books completely for free, my newsletter. Shameless plug, I know. If you don't want to have to take the time to actually search and dig through on Kindle and try to find all of these books, I actually just send them out to a bunch of my email subscribers every Friday. This is actually, I would say, my 3rd favorite suggestion on the list, and that is Bookspry. Bookspry is a promotional website where authors are able to send send out their books completely for free to an email list that Bookspry has on hand. Focus for the books is usually romance or sci-fi romance or fantasy. So it's a little bit limited, but I have found a lot of books that I absolutely love and have just eaten right on my Kindle. Next up is BookBub, and this is one that I had not heard of until this year. It is probably the one where I have downloaded the most free and high quality books from. Similar to Bookspry, authors utilize this platform to be able to send their books out via an e-blast. However, there is a mixture of free books and books that you have to pay for on this list. When I say pay for it, the books are literally under $2 each. One of the reasons why I think this is a lot better than Bookspry that I mentioned previously is you can actually enter in the genre of your choice that you're interested in reading, and then they exclusively email you those ones. But when you log on to the website, you can actually just hop on there and toggle the settings as well too if you want to see cowboy romance, for instance, if you want to see sci-fi, thriller, mystery, whatever. Those are sent out literally every single day. Amazon First Reads. I had also not heard about this, and the reason why I put it last on the list is technically you're receiving it for free, but it isn't completely for free because you already have a subscription that you're paying for. If you're an Amazon Prime member, in certain countries, they'll actually offer you the opportunity to purchase a book before it's even released. You get this book completely for free. I literally just checked the email today and it reminded me the end of the month is coming. Get your free book, do not miss out. And so I did. Click on a selection of books that have been made available, and it's completely yours to purchase for free via Amazon. Now, if I'm gonna cheat a little bit, because I already mentioned one where you're able to get free books via subscription, on Spotify, depending on what country you live in, you're actually able to access a range of audiobooks completely for free on the platform. Technically, to me, it's not fully free, but it's kind of free because you're not really subscribing for the audiobooks. You're probably subscribing for ad-free music. These audiobooks are completely for free, and they are popular audiobooks. I was surprised when I saw Ride by Ali Hazelwood on there. I was like, where am I right now? Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, keep reading.